Consequences are something that no one can escape, be it in your professional life, which might ruin your career, or in your personal life, which takes toll not only on oneself but your near and dear ones. A split second decision based on impulse might impact your life in a big way. Adolescence, streaming on Netflix, is that rare TV series which focuses on several aspects of human psychology in the aftermath of a terrible incident of impulse with such great detail and finesse. It's a masterclass in filmmaking. One horrible out of rage action by a teenager turns upside down the whole lives of their family. The casual beginning of the scene, leading to a devastating arrest, sending shocks across the family, the subsequent procedural on the crime, with the family being in dark as to what happened, resulting in confusion, fear, anxiety on top of the shock. This sets up the first episode, which sucks you in its uncut, one take visuals. You cannot just take your eyes off the screen, and the audience becomes a full fledged participant. The screenplay, camera work, the staging, and the performances complement this approach. The subsequent episodes also focus on such frailties of human emotions, such as the loss of a best friend, the environment in the school affecting the children, and the gap in relationship of a father and his son in all this mess. The gap in understanding is amplified by the involvement of today's teenagers in social media is depicted in such a gripping way you admire the intelligent craft of the team involved. But my personal best is the third episode, which focuses on interaction between the teenage perpetrator and the case assessor that touches upon so many topics. It's a screenwriting, staging, and performance triumph. The conversation segueing into difficult topics of adolescence, teenage attraction, manipulation, the feeling to be liked, and the behavior of the family affecting the psychology of the teenager is simply brilliant. Kudos to Owen Wilson for putting forth a knockout performance. And the final episode focuses on the family coming to terms with the incident, questioning their upbringing of the children, the treatment of the society, and accepting the consequences of their actions and the need for closure. Most of the other series focuses a significant part of their crime drama in whodunit, but Adolescence doesn't fall in this trap and just focuses on how the people are affected and brings out the finer points of suffering. There is no greater victim in this story, and each and every human related to the incident suffers intensively in their own way. I was a bit surprised that the series didn't devote time to portray the victim's family and their suffering. It's a minor quibble in what is a stylistically bold and excellently performed from top to bottom. The series leaves a lasting impression after it's over and forces you to reflect and ask questions on the influences on today's children and one's parenting. One of the reasons why Jamie did this act is the emotional disconnect with his parents. Sure, Jamie's parents did everything from their side to raise him well, but they missed the cues on him being bullied, what sort of activity he does on social media, etc. Since both his parents worked, they did not have a deep connect with him and didn't know what exactly was going on in his life. Also, since Eddie had an abusive father, it was great from him that he wasn't abusive and beating up Jamie, but the abuse made Eddie emotionally numb, and his idea of dealing with anger, sadness was to laugh it out or distract himself with other things rather than confront the situation and deal with it. Also, both Jamie and Eddie kept suppressing their emotions, which resulted in Eddie breaking the shed once before and Jamie stabbing Katie. Jamie's mother came from a dysfunctional family and probably was not connected to Jamie as well. All of this shows that the parents can give comfort and physical needs to their children, but if they are not emotionally connected and have a deep bond, then they may miss the warning signals and the child can go completely out of hand. I would also suggest everyone to watch the creators Philip Barantini and Stephen Graham's Boiling Point, which, like Adolescence, has an immersive look at a crazy pressure situation in a restaurant kitchen and its dynamics. The show also subtly deals with various emotions. It seems that content on streaming platforms is peaking off late with Severance, Daredevil Born Again, and Reacher. Adolescence is one such beautiful addition, which is one of the finest and most terrifying dramas in recent years. Adolescence can be streamed on Netflix. So that was my review of Adolescence. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share and comment on how did you feel about the movie and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.